Morning day 2. After a long 5.8 mile day yesterday, today we were ready to see what the river had in store for us. So it's morning day 2. So yesterday was a pretty long day. Not even sure how many miles we made it. I'm thinking about maybe 7 or so. We probably have a mile or 2 to go to section 2. But yeah, having to go over or around all those down trees yesterday was rough. So really hoping today is better with that. We'll see. But last night it rained pretty much all night. And here's our camp setup. Brian's still sleeping, so I'm trying to be a little quiet. So this was my setup here. I have the Kelty 12 tarp. I do have the seam sealed. No water. No water got in at all last night, so that was completely dry, which was good. So Brian and the boats are down here. So that's kind of the setup we got going on. Looking at the water levels, it definitely rose. It looks like about a foot maybe, which is good because the levels were at minimum, basically. So hopefully we'll have a little better flow today. So the rains really, I think, did us some good. This is probably more like the level we want it to be at. But we'll see. So I just put in here, Brian's getting ready to pull his boat down this hill. So I had to be really careful because a rock near where we're putting in, only further on the left, there was a snake under a rock. So I got in quickly and got out of the way. So hopefully Brian does the same to try not to disturb the little bugger.
But you still put it right here, right?
I put in as far to your right as I could. As far this way as I could.
I can't remember, we wanted to be on the river left on this.
I think you're right. With the water levels going up overnight, we were really hoping that it would make these rapids a little more enjoyable and less bony.
I can't make the sunrise. I can't tell you why I would even try. I can't speed up or slow down the time, and I can't tell the sky to rain or the stars to shine. Oh no, I'm not in control. I could grow my own food. I could buy the best cleaning products. I could drive the safest car in its class. But I can't tell you when and how I'm gonna pass. Oh no, I'm not in control. In the end, all I have is I'm not in control. Oh, the world is going crazy. I feel like everything is falling apart, yet everybody still tries to pretend that there's no telling when and how it's gonna end. Oh no, I'm not in control. In the end, all I have is my yes and my no. And the grass will keep on growing, and the birds will keep on singing their song. The waves will keep on crashing, and the world will keep on spinning on its I'm not in control. Oh no, I'm not in control. In the end, all I have is my yes and my no. I'm not in control.
So we were just a couple miles into our day and we reached the High Pine Church Road bridge here, which meant that we were finally through section 1 and beginning section 2 of our journey. When you're on a river for a while, you start to get a feel kind of with the river. And today, we hadn't had to go around any down trees, and the flow was just, it was pretty good today with the water levels being up. There wasn't really anything restricting us. It had the feel of a special day. Right at this point, there was kind of a strange flow to the river. I made the choice to go under that log that is sticking kind of overhead. Not sure it was the right choice, but I made it through anyway. It just kind of ended up sucking me to the right more than I wanted to be there. Something I took notice of was some of these rock formations in this river and how you just had to kind of zigzag through them. I just thought it was kind of neat. At this point, we had reached the Fernie Mill Road Bridge. Being at this bridge, it meant that we had gone 6.5 miles on the day, and we had already done more miles than we did all of yesterday. Now we had just a few miles left and we would be at the low water bridge and our only portage of the trip. The low water bridge would also mark the beginning of section 3 and the beginning of the more well-traveled part of the Uwharrie.
Holding my head again, making my way through crowded but I got a million reasons why I won't. Cause this heavy is a season, and the sun is always right behind the storm. Bringing out the fire, bringing out the lightning. Cause I'm looking for a hero, look inside the mirror. I found one, oh, carry the hurt when it gets too hard. Pick it up, dust it off, and I fall down 11, I get up 12, don't need nobody else. Yeah, I can save myself. Save myself, myself. Yeah, I can save myself.
So as you come in for this portage, you want to be on the right side of the river, and there is a nice ramp here, really just inviting you to come and visit for a few minutes. So that's what we did. We kept our kayaks completely full of gear because the distance of this portage wasn't real far, so we decided just to deal with the little strenuous action while we made it through. Within probably 10 minutes, we were back on the river. This was also our minimal distance traveled area to begin looking for a campsite. If we had found one right here, we would have had about 15 miles to do tomorrow, and that would have certainly been doable. There was no invite for a camp right here, so we just continued downriver.
I don't know where I'm going, but I don't want to know. A predictable life is not what I want. Putting one foot down, one step at a time. Let the road turn, that's just fine. People ask all the questions that box you in. To classify your life with the stroke of a pen. Take those old rules, crumple them, and throw them out. I'm burning that box right now. Mold breakers, movers and shakers. Don't ever silence your voice. Dream makers, risk takers. Don't ever silence your voice. If you think you were made just to blend right in, to avoid big mistakes or to tally your sins, you might get to the end doing nothing wrong, to find you never lived at all. Mold breakers, movers and shakers. Don't ever silence your voice. Dream makers, risk takers. Don't ever silence your voice. Take them all back now. Compromises we make, so we'll never fall. Free in disguises, being realistic. Yeah, we're stepping out of the shadows. Bone breakers, movers and shakers. To all the high stakes.
Going into this rapid, I hesitated just a little bit because the clear flow was on river left, which also
There's a rock on the left.
was where there was a big rock.
Oh shoot. Probably not. I don't see any trees.
Clearly, at this point, we were now in campsite mode. So it was time to find that campsite and get off the river.
If that darn tree wasn't right there. There's something up there. Something built. Something built.
As we came across this really rocky, cool-looking area, there wasn't a great spot to get out on the front half, so I decided to go to the lower half and see if there was a spot to get out and see what it was all about. At this point, there's an area up there that we think could work for camp, but we're not sure. We're still trying to figure it out.
So, we just took it out of the river. We found a campsite, and I'm going to show you guys what this is all about. So, these awesome rocks here. And we took out right here, right on the other side. And let's just walk up these rocks here, see if we can maneuver our way around a little bit. Alright, let's see. Oh, look at these nice stone stairs. Got our boats up here. Look at this site. Fantastic stone table, big stone table. Another one here. Turn around. Let's go to the living room and kitchen area with the really nice fire pit and nice stones to sit on. Oh, this comes equipped. What is it? Oh, it already has a ridgeline in place. Look at that. Multiple ridge lines. So we came across this and saw an area we wanted to get out and see if we could camp, and we came across this sign. So thegrandoverland.com. So we called the number just to inquire to see if there was any chance we could stay here tonight. This is a great area for events and stuff like that. And they didn't have anyone booked up tonight, so they gave us the okay to stay here tonight. So we want to thank them because this is just fantastic. And this site is top notch right here. So I can tell you right now it's a little after 5 o'clock, I believe, and I am looking forward to this night. So here's our overlook from camp. Brian set up over there. He's still finishing his tarp. My setup is right here.
So we enjoyed the night. I made my food and had some dinner. And we just kind of hung out. We didn't take the time to make a campfire. Well, we didn't need one. We had all the space in the world with these tables. And the weather outside was just about perfect. And by the end of the day, I could tell you this was the perfect hang.